blast off, they would hang literally. I got a friend of mine, a former
There's jets
Marine,
here.
who was assigned to
There's a P-51 Mustang all the way over there.
Machine gun in the door of a Huey helicopter on a bungee cord to suppress enemy fire. But that gunship roll led to the development of another helicopter.
As you can see, they're getting ready to take off. More are about to come any second, though. Uh-oh. Looks like a helicopter's about to come. Oh.
And it also has rockets. It's a specially built helicopter. It's an attack helicopter, right?
It is. UH-1 is a utility aircraft that you said initially was commissioned for Dust-Off and for Medevac, but can fill so many other roles. The Marine Corps decided that they needed a purpose-built aircraft for escort, and the Cobra you're seeing right now is providing escort operations for the Huey that is about to land at Show Center on the objective. That AH-1 Cobra has a more narrow fuselage and stub wings that allow for rockets, air-to-air missiles, air-to-ground missiles, and it has a chin-bump weapon, 20mm, on the bottom that allows it to fire rounds as well.
In the UH-1, Yankee coming in, the aircraft commander, Captain Nicholas Pocket Kwasnichka, and the co-pilot, Major Christopher Rick Troke. High above, in the high cover, in the AH-1.
Look at that smoke, guys.
And Captain Bryce Fronston and Major Alexander Kamansky.
Rob, you have a friend that's a door gunner? We have door gunners on this Huey that just touched down as well. They're providing suppressing fire for the Marines as they run off the aircraft and set up security while the aircraft is in this vulnerable state. Overhead, the Cobra is now transitioning to close air support. He's communicating directly with a Marine on the ground via radio.
In the Cobra, the gunner sits in front, the pilot sits in back, but each of them has the ability to actually turn their head one way or another, and it'll re-aim that chin gun, that three-barrel gun, underneath the nose of the aircraft. It's what they call a look shooter. What is that?
That's right, Rob. The weapon on the bottom of the Cobra is gimbaled to the gunner's helmet, so that when he turns his head right, the weapon turns right, and he turns his head left, the weapon turns left. What that allows you to do right now is circle overhead the objective while still being able to shoot right or left in order to provide close air support for the Marines assaulting the objective.
Now, the original Huey helicopter had a very unique sound, but over the years, they have gone from a single-engine Huey to this bigger and multi-engine Huey, but they took away the two blades and added some more. Is that what they did?
That's right. The Stinger Block that you might recognize from the movies has been replaced by what you hear today, and both of these aircraft have a four-bladed system, and that provides them with more power and more maneuverability. In fact, the Cobra and the Huey share 84% of their parts, making them more reliable and easier to conduct maintenance on.
I had no idea. And I guess that's the folks, the forward thinking of the folks at Bell Aircraft when they developed them to make them so wonderfully interchangeable and interoperable.
That's right.
Once again, guys, here's the making.
The Cobra and Huey have been in our nation's service.
So I can continue to do.
The Marines on the ground, if it's a downed aviator, it would involve way more than just the assets we have here, because the idea of rescuing a downed aviator will involve literally dozens of people.
That's right. The tactical recovery of personnel and combat search and rescue is one of our nation's most important missions as we ensure that our brothers and sisters and our sons and daughters are recovered from doing our nation's work.
Now, as these helicopters go back to land, we are going to see a flight of several aircraft. The airplane that we saw earlier, the KC-130J Hercules, is going to be performing the Marine Corps primary role for that. The K's, what does that stand for, Brian?
The K in KC-130J is for refueling. Now, we saw the F-18s and the F-35 conduct shaving operations and deep air support on this objective. They're very powerful and very maneuverable, and as a result, they require fuel. And that fuel was provided by the KC-130J. After the F-35 and the F-18 made their strikes on the objective, they proceeded to a holding area in order to take fuel from that C-130. And that C-130 will be flying by shortly to demonstrate how close they were in formation.
If you go back over 100 years to the earliest days of aviation, the idea of being able to extend the range of an airplane without it having to land or without having a place to land and get more fuel has been a goal of aviation, military